Okay. Hi. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to join our webinar today. Today is all student share alumni, our ECS alumni. So let's start it with Ms. Rina Ai to give us a little opening greeting. Thank you.
大家好，我以前叫这些同学的时候，就是讲说各位小朋友好，现在我要叫各位大朋友好。很难得看到你们，我看到每一张面孔都是我1-2年前、3年前看到你们的，你们都长大了，阿姨非常非常谢谢你们。我了解，其实你们有些同学呢，现在有正式的工作，那刚刚还有人在做 tutor 还有人打工，其实都相当的忙碌。那有些同学呢，甚至还在学校，还在 final exam 当中，所以非常非常非常感谢你们这样子哈。那除了我之外呢，今天主持节目，当然就是你们高2班的老师哈，他带了你们1-2年，所以他最了解你们这样子 ，OK。那个今天我要特别感谢他，这些 slide 都是他先开始做的。那要联络你们呢，最主要也是他，因为我也没有你们私人的 email。那要谢谢各位家长跟同学今天上来。昨天呢，其实我们的讲座呢花了接近3个小时。那这是由实验第一次来办这个讲座，所以昨天非常成功。那有件事情要跟今天的各位家长跟同学分享的就是因为我们今天这些 speaker 同学呢，有人在打哈欠，百忙当中请他们来，所以今天因为他们还有人要考试要工作什么等等的，所以我们尽量把今天的 workshop control 在1个小时不要超过15分钟。那么呢，就是说你们会有问题，那有问题的时候你可以打在 chat 里面，或者是说呢你把它写下来，因为我们有可能没有办法 cover 那个部分，但是不要紧张。就是经过昨天今天2场的 workshop 之后呢，我会发一张意见调查表 Google Form， 然后请你们填这样子。你如果有不了解的地方，或者是你想要哪方面听得更多呢，我就把这个调查表呢给学校，然后我们来安排其他的讲座，好不好？好，那我们就不要浪费时间，交棒给王老师。
Thank you. Hello. Okay, let's start it. So let's welcome. Oh, before that, disclaimer: anything we share here is not legal liable. Okay. Okay. So we can have all the information as best as we can. Okay, let's introduce our guest speaker. The first lady, Tiffany Sun. Please say hi.
Hi. Oh, hi everyone. I'm Tiffany. I graduated from high school in the class of 2017, so it's been a while. I went to Princeton. I recently graduated last year, and I studied economics. I got minors in computer science and statistics and machine learning. So I'm happy to answer any questions. Like I said, it's been a while, so I don't know how much I remember, but hopefully I can be of help. Oh, and feel free to, I'll ask Peikai to send around my email or something afterwards. So if you have any other questions, feel free to just contact me via email. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you. Next, Miss Stephanie Sun.
Hi, my name is Stephanie. I am a current freshman at New York University, part of the class of 2025, and I am currently an early childhood and special education major. So I hope I'll be a lot of help in this presentation. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have a gentleman, Aaron Lin.
Hello. I'm a freshman as well at the University of Maryland. I'm a CS major, and I mean, a lot of people are probably going to be CS majors, so you could ask me about CS major stuff. And then also, I'm going to do a math stat minor as well.
Thank you. Next one, Jessica Chen.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I actually graduated high school a while back, but I took a gap year, so now I'm a freshman. My major is probably applied math, but it has changed from CS to econ to applied math in the past 5 days as I study for my finals. So we'll see about that. But yeah, and my brother.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm also a freshman at the University of Michigan. I'm majoring in aerospace engineering with a minor in CS.
Great. Next one, Jocelyn Chen.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn. I'm a freshman at Penn State University and I'm studying pre-med.
Thank you. Okay, thank you all for joining us today. So let's start it. First part, because we have a lot of, we have probably a couple elementary students here today with us, and then we have some middle school, and then we have many high schooler here. So if you can share with us how exactly college application process, Jocelyn and Stephanie. So who?
Oh, okay, I can
Okay.
go first. So, with college applications, it differs with different colleges, but most of them usually go through common application or coalition for college. So you can literally just apply to all your schools from there. But some colleges also have their own application, so you have to go through their own portal. Yeah.
Next slide. Okay, so the strategy, how to start
So
it.
on
Yeah.
so on the Common App and Coalition, you would just have to create an account, and all the schools would be listed there, and then you would look through, search for the schools that you want to apply to, and then you can browse the top schools and then make up a list of what schools you're applying to, and then it'll give you the requirements, like how many essays to write and like what to submit to the school.
And then they can just locate and browse and search, right? So I have a quick question. When is a better time to start to sign up? Can they do on like a freshman year or sophomore year or junior year? Or you have to wait till you are senior year to start to sign up Common App and then Coalition? Stephanie, do you know? Anybody remember when you sign up?
Well, usually you sign up either late junior year or early senior year, because that's when applications all start and they're going to be due in the middle of the first semester or first quarter or second quarter of high school. So you obviously can start earlier, but usually by that time you still haven't done everything you need to, like your SAT and everything else, to be fully prepared for your application. So you usually wait until later.
So like wait till late junior year to
Or
sign
early
up?
senior year, yeah.
Can I add to that?
Sure.
So pretty much you can make your account like whenever you want, except the actual questions don't usually get released until like August anyways. So like because like the questions change every year. So if you start early before like the questions are actually released, it's not going to be useful. And then also they reset the Common App every year. So like when you apply in 2019 and you look at your application again in 2020, it gets deleted, or like it refreshes. So like there's no real reason for you to start like way early, but you could if you wanted to.
So even though you enter right now everything, for example, if I'm a junior, right, and then I enter everything basic information right now, and then in the summer it may get erased. Even
I mean, like if
my name,
it, like
my high school. Do you know?
it'll still be there, but like
Uh-huh.
a lot of things do get removed because like your Common App should still be there, but all of the school specific stuff will be gone.
I see. Okay, so it's better to start in the summer anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. So next slide. Okay, Jocelyn and Stephanie.
Okay, so stages. So obviously, probably by now you know how important your GPA is. It's one of the more important things that colleges usually look at. So obviously, the higher the better, and you need to try to maintain your grades. Colleges, I think like one of the misconceptions is that they need to see the highest GPA ever, all A's, 4.5 or whatever.
I'm sorry.
If you're
Jocelyn, sorry for interruption, because we have the detail next slide.
Okay.
So we can go.
Well,
Yeah.
then basically, so it's GPAs, and then any academic activities like clubs or anything, and then there's your SAT or your ACT, depending on which one you want to take or submit. And then every college application has their own essays. Common App has their own essay. I'm not sure about Coalition. And then there's app platforms, and you have to decide which schools you want to apply. Early decision, early action, and regular. You need your recommendation letters. You can apply for scholarships or financial aid.
So that can be all done at the portal, right?
Financial aid, I think there are different financial aids that you can apply for. They all have their own applications and portals. You can't do them through Common App or Coalition.
Okay, we'll go through more detail later. Okay, good. So for GPA and activity, Stephanie.
So for GPA, there are boosts for like what type of classes you take. So for regular classes, there's gonna be no boost, and like the maximum GPA for an A would be a 4.0. But if you take like an honors class, it would be a 4.5 instead of a 4. And then if you take an AP, it would be a 5 GPA.
I'm sorry. Could you hold on a second, Stephanie? Let me mute. Hello. If you can mute your microphone, yeah, so we can continue. Okay, thank you. Okay, Stephanie, please continue.
So then for class selection, there's core courses, which are classes that you are required to take, and then electives are classes that you are interested in and you can like just take it for fun. And then activity wise, there's going to be like extracurriculars like sports, or if you do any clubs. Also there's summer intern, volunteer experiences, or leadership experiences that you can all include in the activity section. Yes, but we'll go into more detail later.
Thank you. Okay. GPA? Ladies?
So with GPA, obviously, so with top 50 schools, usually they ask for GPAs at least 4 or higher if it's weighted. If not, usually it's probably like 3.8 to 4 or something like that. And then below 50, usually it would be around at least 3.7 or 3.6 and higher. And then anything below that would be like 3.2. It's all highly competitive. Obviously, if you don't have that good of a GPA, it's fine, but you probably want to find something else that makes you stand out.
Great. And then weighted and non-weighted, right? So is there any college they are only checking the score for non-weighted, or all the college takes weighted?
They're not gonna like reject you just because you have a weighted GPA, obviously. They usually convert. So if they are looking at weighted GPAs, they'll probably convert your non-weighted to weighted. And then if you're looking at non-weighted, they'll convert your weighted to non-weighted. In the application, they usually ask for your non-weighted and your weighted. So you have to calculate both and then send it in. So they will have both.
Got it. Thank you. And then they also look at the senior year, first quarter, second quarter?
If you're applying early, usually they only look at first semester, but if you're doing, or first quarter, if you're doing regular, they usually see your first semester, and then your final grades are always sent in.
Okay, so I guess senior year grades are important as well. Right. Okay, next. So, Stephanie?
So with courses, there is core courses, elective courses, honor courses, and AP courses. So for like regular, so elective courses are classes where basically you can take for fun classes that interest you. So of course there's going to be a GPA like boost for each type of class. There are college courses. Some schools do offer like dual enrollment classes where basically you're enrolled in a college like course, but you can get high school credits and college credits while you're still in high school. So for honors and AP, I know for AP classes, there isn't much you can take in freshman and sophomore year. Freshman and sophomore year, because you still have core courses that you have to finish off. So normally junior and seniors will take more of those AP classes. Honors, definitely, if you're able to, definitely I recommend taking it, because you do get a 0.5 boost on them. For course patterns, definitely for electives, if you already have an idea of what major you want to do, I definitely recommend try taking those courses as elective classes, because colleges love seeing if you already like know what you're trying to do and like you're like already aiming towards that major.
So is there anything you want to add on?
Oh yes, one more thing.
Okay.
Of course, for AP classes, there's no like set amount you should be taking. Definitely just see like how much you can handle. I think that's more important. Don't try taking a lot of AP classes to get the GPA boost, because sometimes it may be more harmful than good.
I see. May I ask a private question to all of you? How many AP classes you take, if you can remember? Anybody want to start?
Wait, let me think. Somebody
Okay.
else go.
Okay.
I think I took 10 total.
Wow. Okay.
9 or
10,
10, I think.
9 or 10. Okay. And Aaron, do you remember?
I had 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Jessica, Jason?
Um,
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many like classes. I think around 13, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm
12,
around there too.
13. Yeah.
12 or 13. Okay. Tiffany? That's a long time ago.
I know. I think I took 11.
You took 11? You still have your transcript there?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have. Really old.
Yeah. This is life.
Yeah, go.
Okay. No. I mean, you are counting. You want to see maybe 20? But I think there are limited AP classes in high school, right? It's not like every subject has AP, correct? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So also, for some elective or AP or honor, you have to take the regular class first. Is that right? Or you can go straight to honor or AP?
So I think you can just go straight to it. Like, for physics, I just went to AP physics. I didn't take regular or honors. They didn't even have honors. And for psychology, I just went straight to AP Psych too. And I didn't even know there was a regular class.
How about other schools?
Yeah, I think I just went directly to honor classes.
Okay.
Because sometimes honors, you'll be learning the same thing as the AP class, but then AP will just be learning more in depth and faster, basically.
So if they offer, I'm sorry, if they offer honor, do they have regular?
Yeah, they do. So there's sometimes for most classes, there's gonna be regular and honor. And then for a few of the classes that have an AP class, there's also going to be an honor class or a regular class if you still want to take it, but don't want to take it at the AP level.
I see. Okay.
There's something.
Yes.
There's something else I want to add. So in high school, I took dual enrollment classes where I got college credits while in high school. So for those, GPA wise, I also received a 1.0 boost on them. So they were basically got the same GPA as you would get in an AP course. Yeah.
I see. Okay. So is there any boost more than 5? No, right? 5 is the most. Yes, Jessica?
I think I should just interject that I don't think these are very necessarily like average numbers in high school. I will also say there are places in high school where technically you could have chosen more. I know some people go out of their way to take AP classes on their own, exams on their own and things like that. And just wanted to give a word of warning that that's not necessarily particularly helpful. yeah, just like
Yeah.
a word of warning there.
And to build off of that, like, I don't think I took like above 10 APs.
He was
I
peer
think
pressured to say
I was
that.
peer pressured to say. I think it took like around 7 or something.
Like
and
actual AP classes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the point is, like, once I took the AP classes that mattered to me, so like Chem, BC, and like physics and stuff, like after those classes, I chose to not like just stack up on APs. Like you can take classes that are interesting to you. Like I didn't take stats or econ or anything like that. And it's fine if you do want to take those classes, but I personally chose to take, like an interesting math class, like an electrodynamics class. Like they were very interesting things that you can explore. Because I think as at one point somebody on the panel also said, like once your GPA is like there, they're not expecting like a 4.5 every single time. Once it's there, you should really focus on what interests you, because that's what the colleges want. They want to kind of see your personality through your coursework as well.
For the high schoolers out there, go on Naviance. And then so for some schools, you can see like a line. And once you're above that line, you're fine. And that's like generally, so like once you're above it, like with every like 0.01 you get, like it's like marginally less beneficial. But yeah, you can use that to think about how to spend your time in high school.
Great.
Yeah.
So
That's a good point. Oh, sorry.
It's okay, continue.
Adding on to it, like I feel like that's a good point, especially if you go to TJ. I guess I feel like that's a very specialized point. But if you are like a TJ student, you know that there are plenty of like courses that are post AP. I think like after you take like AP Bio, you can focus more specifically on, like, I think there's like a microbiology course or like a marine biology course. So a lot of those things, honestly, I think mean more in your application, because it builds the story of like, what do I want to study? Like, what do I want to major in? Like, what am I interested in? And I personally feel like, I mean, I can't speak for the college application process, but I feel like it just makes you a more holistic like applicant, and you get like a better time out of doing the things you actually enjoy than just taking another like random AP from a different field. And yeah, like I think it's important to just take the ones that are important to you and to your like major that you say you're gonna study, rather than just doing random things. I think focus is good.
I see. And then a question, because I think every high school has a different AP classes. So some school may have more AP classes, some school may have like a limited. So do you suggest what's your suggestion to different school high schooler, when they enroll classes?
Yeah, I think what I would say is, again, figure out, like, I guess first, what, like, if you're, for example, like you think you want to do engineering, then obviously you should probably try to take like things that are relevant to engineering, like the base, like chem, physics, if you can, and also math. But after that, if your school like doesn't offer like I don't know, like if you can't stack like AP Econ onto it because like, I don't know, like your school doesn't really offer it, then again, I think that's like totally fine. Like at the end of the day, like they also look at your application through the lens of your region. So if they know that your school like does not offer AP Econ, then they're not going to hold it against you that you did not take AP Econ. So
yeah,
I
like
think
100%. Like you're technically, they'll say you're not, but you're technically competing against the people in your high school. So then like if your high school doesn't offer like AP Human Geo and you didn't take AP Human Geo, like nobody cares essentially. So like you don't have to worry about that. You just do the best you can in your high school.
So you mean the college admission office, they will just look at the application based on each high school?
Essentially, like you get, I mean, people are feel free to like speak up about this, but my understanding of the process is like there's like a regional officer who's in charge of our region. So our region is maybe like the DC area. So that can be like Northern Virginia, Maryland, DC. And these regional officers like know our schools really, really well. And so they pretty much know what your school has to offer. And also like there's a counselor recommendation that goes along with your overall application, and what that serves to do other than to like talk about you, it's also largely to talk about what the school has to offer. So so they 100% are very well versed in like what your school is, like what social economic level it's at, where it falls in like general things, like maybe even the past 10 years of history of your school. So they know who you are, what your background is like pretty well.
And then just checking. So if one student focus on engineer, but the school doesn't have other advanced AP class, engineer related class, can they go other high school to sign up the class there? Do you know any inter-school working together?
I feel like at that point, it might just be more worth your time to pursue other avenues, like through clubs, through like extracurriculars, anything like that. I feel like I've never really heard about going to another high school. And I feel like
academic, academy.
Yeah, academically, I'll be honest, like college is split into two things, like academics and extracurriculars, and academics tends to be a lot simpler. You just do the best you can like in your high school. I think that's like generally, yeah.
I think if you like obviously
wait, Justin, yeah.
what? Okay.
Wait, you want to say it?
I'll
Okay,
go
Justin,
first.
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously like you should definitely if they don't offer it, probably like find a way to express it from extracurriculars, like Jessica said. But if you really want to take it, you could look at like online options or academy options. I think Stephanie took an AP that wasn't offered at her school online, and it was offered at my school. So she had my teacher but online. So there's those options, but honestly, they're AP classes, so they're college courses. So when you get to college, you're gonna have the option to take them.
Okay, Stephanie.
So when I went to McLean, and from McLean we offered academy classes. So a lot of our classes that you wanted to take, like other schools would have. So when I wanted to take Chinese 4, but McLean didn't offer Chinese 4, so I actually went to Marshall High School to take it. So I know McLean and Langley does academy classes where you can go to another school if you're interested. There were a lot of interesting courses, like a course teaching you how to like style your hair for like hairstylists, or like criminal justice classes. Those most likely won't be offered at your school, but there's things called like Marshall Academy, and they had the classes there. So you can see if your school participates in the like academy classes in Fairfax.
Nice. Eric?
Yeah, to add on to that, I think the academy schools are like Chantilly, Fairfax, and Oakton. At least those are the ones in like my region that are like closer to the Chantilly side. And you can take it there, and they offer like bus systems for you to go there too, I think, for transportation. And then also to add on to the AP thing, I think like the only classes that matter for APs are like the ones that are specific to your major. And after that, the other AP classes are there purely for like GPA. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys agree with that, but like, I think, yeah. What's up?
So it's better to be a your major related.
I mean, okay, I think the reason why I think it's good that Jason and I are both here is because we have very extremely different approaches to this. He like knows he wants to be an engineer. I think Aaron knows that he wants to do like computer science. As somebody who to this date does not know what I am doing, I think like AP classes are a good way to like explore different things as well. For example, my brother was like, I didn't take AP Econ because I like engineering. Personally, I think that AP Econ was like one of those classes where it had nothing to do with anything whatsoever, but turned out to be like pretty interesting. And also, you don't need to do it for this, but just like something to keep into consideration. Sometimes, depends on your college, you might be able to shave off like annoying like intro freshman classes in college by taking certain AP classes. I will once again be mean to AP Human Geography, but maybe AP Human Geography will not help you do any of those things. But if it's like a generally like it sounds like a useful AP class, and you're somebody who like you don't know what to do with your time and you think it's like worth taking. So for me, like AP Econ, I don't think there's anything wrong with like trying to do it, if only to just like save a little time like in college, something like that.
Yeah, to add on to that, it's like usually if you've taken like a few APs and you found it like okay to take, like not too challenging but not like too easy, then like there's no reason for you not to like take the AP level, in my opinion, because like it's like once you get used to it, it's not like actually that hard. And like I don't know what Jessica was saying, like I was basically able to shave off a whole year of school because of just my AP classes. So like not only does it help your application and your GPA, but also like can save you a lot of time in school as well.
So that's why
Yeah.
you could
Oh,
take the minor in college. Is that
Yeah.
right? Okay.
sorry. Yeah, to add on to what everyone's saying, I think those are all really great points. I think also like it's important to realize a lot of times like when you're trying to game the application system or like taking classes just to boost your GPA, honestly, I do think like the application officers can like I think they know that like people really only take like AP human geography most of the time to add like an extra like boost to your GPA, you know, like for example, like I took AP art history, which is not it was something I was really interested in, but I don't think like people saw that and was like, oh, she took another AP class, like she's a great candidate. You know, they probably just saw that and was like, oh, like she was interested in this, or like I don't know, like she took this because that was something she wanted to explore, and I don't think it necessarily like added the brownie points just because it was an AP course. So I think it's just important to keep that in mind. A lot of times, like honestly, I know we talk a lot about grades, and like I think it is really important, but I actually think like extracurriculars a lot of the time can be equally as important, and also like I don't know. Yeah, like because I also didn't exactly know what I wanted to study in high school. Like as you guys know, I went to a science and tech like STEM high school, but now I do not do STEM. So like I think I also took AP macro micro, and that was something that made me want to study economics. So a lot of times I think it is just like do the things that you want to do, because it's like really difficult to actually like just get that extra edge out of I think taking an extra AP class. That's what I would say.
Great. Wow. There's a lot of information here. Thank you all for sharing this.